Hello everybody, Andy Molnar back with you again. I hope you had a great week too. You should have completed Integration Management, PMBOK Chapter 4, and Rita's book also Chapter 4. Review the slides and lectures. Hopefully by now everyone has signed up for the simulator and you've had a chance to review. You've had 2 weeks to review the initial lesson, which should have been plenty of time to make notes about the stakeholders, their strengths, their weaknesses, because you're going to be making decisions shortly using their strengths, weaknesses, and their costs to make sure your project gets done on time. Your first PMP style exam, it is, I think, a pretty good simulation of the formal certification exam, but I'm not a professional test writer. Those are my views. And you'll want to use the questions in Rita's book and other questions online to make sure that you are ready if that's what you choose to pursue. Still, that exam gives me a baseline of where I think you're at as you're picking up the material. And then the assignment to submit panel paper topic, which you will develop, including an outline. And that was described in the syllabus. So hopefully that is coming. Now, week 3, we're getting into stakeholder and communications management. You'll know in the readings, you go to chapter 13 of the PMBOK guide and then chapter 10. So I do this on purpose because most of what you do as a project manager is communications. And stakeholders define your requirements, your assumptions, your quality standards, your constraints, your risks, so much about the project. Their sense of risk, their adherence to risk standards, their risk aversion. Stakeholders are central to this entire topic, understanding them. And so I just feel like stakeholders must, and communications must be discussed first. So now I just mentioned stakeholders. Communications, think about that. I just don't mean a cell phone number and an email list. What I mean is how you communicate with them through information analysis, work performance information, and work performance reports. How you develop and share reports with them which meet their expectations or share information that they need to know regarding the project. That's really what communications is all about. And to do that, you have to understand in depth the stakeholders to begin with. I find it unfortunate that the PMBOK guide puts it in stakeholder management in chapter 13. It was in PMBOK guide version 4, integrated into communications. It was a single chapter. I liked that approach a lot. When they broke it apart in PMBOK guide version 5, they took stakeholders and put it at the end. There were already 12 chapters. Now they made it chapter 13. I find this unfortunate because I wish they would have put stakeholder management right up behind integration, which is where we teach it here in this course. So anyhow, do those readings. Notice chapters 13 and 10. Review the slides and the lectures, which I'll have posted probably late tomorrow. And don't forget the discussion board. Responses, initial responses due by Wednesday, and many responses integrating with the other students, challenging ideas, critical thinking due between Wednesday and Sunday. Complete the assignment, which again is meant to show you a template of stakeholder management and communications, and do PM Simulator Lesson 1. Also, you'll have another quiz this week, and continue to research your Panama Canal paper. The paper by now, you should have written page 1. It's double-spaced, font 12, Times New Roman. One page is not that hard, and hopefully, again, I've emphasized enough in the writings and in my lectures and in moments like this that you should pick a topic that you like. It does not have to be centered on risk management. Some of the products I gave you are Panama Canal risk management centric. Well, risks also come from stakeholders. It's important to understand that. But you're free to write on anything that interests you or you think may apply nicely to your work environment that would give you some additional background. So that should all be part of your topic paper that you submitted. Also, I want to emphasize, if you submit a topic paper and an outline and it develops beyond that, that's okay. I just need to know that you have begun, okay, for your own sake. It's an easy assignment which has a high level of value as long as you take the time to do it. Okay, that's all I have. I've said too much already. I want you to have a great week, and I will see you online.